Good morning. It's the 9th of May, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. I think one of the most painful experiences in life is unrequited love. You know, when you care about a person or thing, but the feelings aren't returned. You do everything in your power to let them know how much you feel, and sometimes you just pour your heart out, taking that risk and making yourself vulnerable, and you get crickets. Well, this week, the United States, in the case of minorities and women, spoke quite loudly how they feel about us, and the love isn't returned. The Supreme Court struck down a all-black district in Louisiana, said it was unconstitutional. Yet they allowed 5 states to redraw district maps to gerrymander and make it difficult for black candidates or black voters to have a voice in those states. In the case of Virginia, they struck down a referendum that was voted on and approved by voters in Virginia. And they said in their ruling that it was a naked power grab. I don't know how you feel about it, but all my life I've had a love-hate relationship with the United States. As I said on many occasions, I love history, particularly U.S. history. And in the 249 plus years, it has not been kind to minorities or women. And now we don't have to wonder how the United States feels about us. We don't have to, agonize over sleepless nights thinking if we just did this or we just did that, that we would make the situation better. And they might like us if they didn't love us. I think the message is overwhelmingly clear that if you're a non-white and you're a non-white male, the country will not tolerate you wanting to have a equal share of the pie. They do not want you to vote for things in your interest. They want your tax dollars. They want your body if there is a conflict that they can throw you in as cannon fodder, give you a flag and an aluminum coffin. But as far as treating you as a equal citizen, you can forget all that. So after 249 years, after wrestling with this idea, we finally have an answer. Now, I know in relationships, they tell you, oh, well, go ahead and heal and move on. But what do we move on to when this is our country as well? When we have spent our blood, sweat, and tears building it to what it is today. And now we see it being destroyed by people who have gone well out of their way to let a certain fat orange diaper wearing guy who does not want those pesky Epstein files released unleash a global war, a potential global depression, and now voter suppression just to keep him in power. So maybe it is time to move on, but not the way that one might think. I will say it again for the people in the back. The only way to subvert all of these things that the Supreme Courts from, the highest Supreme Court in the land and the state Supreme Courts is to come out and vote blue in numbers they have never seen before. There is nothing that gerrymandering can do if you do not vote for their candidates. And now, since you know that they hate and despise you, you know the assignment. It's the 9th of May, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a good morning.